In a wrestling room in Ames, Iowa, Nate Carr still stands the same way he always has. Steady, focused, anchored. Long before the Olympic podium, before the NCAA titles, and before the spotlight, there was a house in Erie, Pennsylvania.
It was really going to school, church, back home. My older brother started in wrestling, went to karate, and then everybody else wrestled. Most of my brothers went to school on athletic scholarships, and most of my sisters went on academic scholarships.
9 boys, 7 girls, and 1 living room.
So my dad was a pastor. They had 16 kids. Right there, you'd say he really took Genesis serious, be fruitful and multiply.
First time I went home, he had me try to memorize everybody's names, and it was tough. It was tough. I know them all now, but.
Where did you fall in that range of children?
Right, that's a good question. 11. Like we had a family reunion, everybody was wearing numbers. It looked like a prison camp.
Couch cushions turned into wrestling mats.
We would do throws, like take the pillows off the couch, which is dangerous. You had to be pretty accurate at throwing one of your siblings. My brother Jimmy made the Olympic team at 16. He's 5 years older, so he came back from the Olympics, and I was going to a tournament. And from a large family, you definitely gonna get your brother's shirt, jeans, shoes. And so he came back from the Olympics and he let me wear his warm-up. And so I had the USA warm-up. Before I could get halfway across the gym, they were like, that's Nate Carr. That's Jimmy Carr's brother, Joe Carr's brother, Fletcher Carr's brother, Jerry Carr's brother, right? The uniform at least got me to the finals because I think a lot of people were scared.
A mother that called them to dinner and to Bible study. Faith first, wrestling second.
I really thank God that I was born and had godly parents. And I always loved giving my parents praise, that they did an incredible job. Yeah, they were champs in my book.
At Iowa State University, Carr became a force of nature. He didn't just compete, he dominated.
I was intense. The guy's not gonna let me throw him down. So I have to be kind of aggressive.
You know, he's famous for his duck under. That was his signature move.
Nate Carr can duck you from anywhere. He hated to lose. Hated to lose.
He was so explosive that a lot of his competitors saw it coming and couldn't stop him. And that's when you know you got a really good wrestler. When everybody knows what your go-to move or your best move is, and you still execute it over and over and over again.
Drilling the technique where you have it down pat, knowing for me the why of the technique. Now people don't normally think like this, but knowing why something works. No strategy, no victory. What's the plan? More reps here up than here down.
Carr cemented his place in collegiate wrestling history as one of the sport's most dynamic competitors. 3-time NCAA champion, 4-time All-American.
My dad was like, to be the best in my family is to be the best in the country. And I want to be the best of the best, so I want to win a national title. And so he won the national title, not just once, but 3 times.
I think my family has the most All-Americans in one family.
In 1988, he stood on the Olympic podium in Seoul, bronze for the United States.
Where I saw the grind was for the Olympics. Nate would train 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I don't care where we went. If we went on vacation, he found out where's the gym, where's the wrestling room, and he did the same thing. From 1983 or so up until 88, that was his routine.
He wrestled through pain, through adversity, through controversy, and never once stepped away from who he was.
He lost a very controversial match. He lost the match in the semifinals, otherwise he would have been going for gold.
And when we went to protest it, they said, oh yeah, we see that they were wrong, but we're not gonna let you continue. We're just gonna throw out the refs. You just have to go for bronze.
I wasn't too happy about the bronze, but I gave my best, and I just have to weigh the results in peace. And when you give your best, you can do that.
There's legacy. Nate's the second person in his family that's an Olympian. It almost feels like it's a family business passed on from generation to generation.
What would bring a big smile to my face is to have David win the Olympics or a world championships.
Greatness for Nate Carr was never just about medals. His legacy isn't in a trophy case. It's the wrestlers he's mentored.
Success is unto oneself, but significance is unto others. So when I think about coaching, helping others win, helping my athletes reach their goals, you're helping them be fathers. You're helping them be leaders. man, that's a win.
It wasn't enough to just be a great wrestler. He wanted to give back all the things that he learned to other people.
It's the sons he's coached to national titles. It's the generations shaped by his example.
When they get around Coach Carr, they find out real quick that he's going to be a guy that they can lean on in the wrestling room and even outside of the wrestling room.
While others chased fame, Nate Carr built something stronger, a foundation.
Influence has the word foo in it because it's contagious. So how can I influence others to be their very best? Number one, take somebody somewhere. Number two, where they want to go. To take somebody somewhere when they can't get there by themselves. That's coaching.
A coach, a father, a man of faith.
Nate is definitely a man of God.
I look up to my dad, and his faith, the way he treats people, is kind of intertwined with wrestling. His faith and our faith, how you handle yourself, win and lose with dignity. When I think of Nate Carr, I think of faith, wrestling, and family.
He wants the best for you. The love that he gives to me, to his family, to his neighbors, to his church, to the wrestling community. Yeah, it's a win.
Super humble. I remember growing up, he had the Olympic medals, national titles. They were nowhere to be found. They're in a garage in a box somewhere. And he's over here just preaching to someone. He's not talking about how great he is or anything like that. He's just showing you how good of a person he is. I wanted to be a good wrestler just like my dad, but I wanted to be just as good as a person. And I think what makes him so special is he's humble, he's not full of himself, caring about others more than himself, and want to be just like him.
What I think I've learned the most about wrestling, faith and fear, they both have a future that has not happened yet. So really now it's your choice. Will you choose fear or will you choose faith?
Real American Freestyle honors not just the accomplishments.
I think he's a great ambassador for our sport. I think he's a great teacher. He was obviously a great champion. The Carr legacy will be one that wrestling won't forget.
But the man behind them.
He's constant. When you have different storms that come in, you need somebody that's calm, constant, reliable.
He's a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal person, and my hero.
Nate Carr.